Well, when you think of technology companies, you may think of places like California, but more and more, they're leaving Silicon Valley for the Valley of the Sun, and in particular, downtown Phoenix. Team 12's Matt Morrow explains.
What's up, fellas?
In downtown Phoenix, there's a simple answer to that question: technology. In fact, tech companies aren't only up, they're booming, quadrupling in the last 5 years.
Which venture are we working on?
Coplex and Zach Ferris are a part of that. In the last year, Ferris relocated Coplex's headquarters from California into the Galvanized building. The old produce warehouse is now home to almost 80 tech companies and a school that supplies them with talent. But it wasn't always like this.
I joke it was like the wild, wild west when we moved here. There wasn't really a whole lot of going on, like the tumbleweed blowing across the street and that kind of thing. But it wasn't just the warehouse district, it was the whole Phoenix metro area. There was very little happening in terms of startup activity.
Ferris moved to the Valley to take over Coplex, a company that helped startups grow in 2011. A year later, there were just 67 tech companies in downtown Phoenix. Now, there are nearly 300 in a city that's revamped its rundown warehouse district and drastically morphed its economy from one that relies on real estate and retail to tech and trade.
But it all started with light rail. Every ounce of it doesn't happen if light rail doesn't happen, and every ounce of it doesn't happen if our universities don't move into downtown.
Chris Mackey, Phoenix's Director of Community and Economic Development, can see the result in the downtown buildings that tech companies are filling with jobs, many by millennials who are attracted to the housing, nightlife, and soon-to-be grocery store that didn't exist in 2012. At that time, there were just about 1,800 tech jobs downtown. Now, there are more than 7,000. Many of those are made up of smaller Silicon Valley tech companies that are opening second offices here. This includes Double Dutch, a company that creates apps for events. It now employs 16 people and is looking to hire more, including engineers, in an office that looks straight out of San Francisco.
So we actually took a look at 12 to 15 cities, so there was pretty fierce competition, but our founders actually came down and they felt a connection with the city.
But that's not all. Jackie Roberts, Double Dutch's Phoenix general manager, says it was also about cost for office space and cost to pay employees. Both are significantly less in Arizona than in California.
Something that our leadership likes about Phoenix is we can pay someone a wage, save from a cost perspective, but they can also then live on it and not be just living paycheck to paycheck. They can put it back into the economy.
So as the light rail, downtown housing, and nightlife expand, Phoenix hopes its tech businesses do as well and attract the talent to make startups take off. Matt Morrow, 12 News.